Hey everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs. I have to turn my phone down. I realized it was on and we'd have a weird echo. Welcome to Stampin' Chat. I am so glad to see all of you here from all over the country and all over the world. Tonight, we're going to have a little bit of fun with the wreath builder. I know we've been doing a lot of wreath building, but I have so many tips and tricks and techniques to show you. And we're kind of going into that season now, right? Autumn is just kind of looming. And then, of course, the holidays. Lots of you like to get started on your holiday cards early, and wreaths are always appropriate. So tonight, I'm going to show you a fun technique on how you can create a full wreath in 4 colors with just 4 turns. So that'll be very exciting. And I'm also going to show you a couple other tips and tricks tonight as well. So while everybody's getting here, I'm just going to talk a little bit about wreath building and give you the quick abbreviated tutorial here for the original wreath builder. I thought I would use the original wreath builder template tonight just because not everybody has their kits yet. And really anything you do in this template, you can do in the new template, just bigger. So it doesn't really matter which template I show you a technique on, because you can do it with any of the wreath builder templates that we have in our collection. All right, so welcome everybody. I see everybody coming in. What happens is the notifications go out and then people throw a pizza at their family and then they have to run to their computer or their phone and join us. So welcome. We see all of you coming in and it's great to see you. Now, just a little bit of business to take care of first. I wanted to explain a little bit about shipping. Because if you go into our Facebook group, it's so funny. We have a release on a Monday night, and then Tuesday, you'll start to see people saying, oh my goodness, I ordered on release night and my order is already shipped. And that makes everybody think who ordered on release night that their order already shipped. And I've seen a lot of misinformation in our group about our shipping process and how that all works. So I just want to clarify it so you guys know what to expect when you place an order during release night. So a typical release night for Gina K Designs, we go on at 7 o'clock. We have our release party. Now, some people are actually refreshing their computer at 7 o'clock to get their order in right away at 7. Other people come to the release party and they like to see everything being demonstrated before they decide what they want. Now, even though somebody might place their order at 7 o'clock and somebody might place their order at 9 o'clock, there's a lot of things that happen in that 2-hour time frame. And it never fails. By the time we get into work the next morning, there's always close to 2,500 orders in our system from the new release. So you can imagine that when somebody decides, I think I'm going to place my order. Oh, I'm just going to watch my show, or I'm just going to, grab something to eat first. And they place an order 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe even the next day. They need to sleep on it. They need to kind of think about it. In less than 24 hours, their order could be the difference between order number 1 and order number 2,500. Now, our team on really, really miraculous days where we've got 3 ship teams working and everybody shows up for work and nobody has vacation, we've actually, we can probably do about 400 to 500 orders. That's if we have 3 ship teams. That's very rare. Most of the time we have 2 ship teams, and in the summer, sometimes it goes down as low as 1 ship team, and that's because everybody is doing their last vacation hurrah, getting out there with their kids before they go back to school, so our staff is a little bit smaller. Not that it's a regular ongoing problem. It's not like, oh, we need to hire more people. Well, what happens when they all come back from vacation? So it's just like right near the end of the summer. Well, that seems to be happening right now. And so people are going into the Facebook group saying, well, I don't think that you're shipping Canadian orders at first. I think you're putting Canadian orders at the end. Or I think because this person lives close, they get their order shipped first. And if I live across the country, my order doesn't ship out until a week later. None of that is true. The way we ship orders is we print all the orders in the order that they came in. So if you order 1, we ship your order first. If you order 6, we ship your order 6 orders later. We don't pick and choose orders. We don't go through them and see where people are from. We just grab the next slip, pick the order, pack it, and ship it. So unfortunately, it does make it frustrating for people who are number 2500. They are about 10 days out, maybe, 10 business days out from order number 1 who went out the next day. So I hope that that all makes sense to everybody. And I hope that you know that we appreciate every single order. We don't prioritize counties, cities, countries, nothing. We appreciate every single order, and your order is picked and packed exactly in the order that it comes in. All right. So hopefully that helps clear that up, because I know my team was really sad about that. They were thinking people thought that they were picking favorites or that other countries weren't important to them. And that's just so not true. Our team absolutely adores our customers, and we know we're nothing without you. You guys are the real deal. Okay, so I think we've got lots of people in here now. So let's flip over to the overhead and take a look here. This is the quick abbreviated edition of how to install your Wreath Builder template into your Misti. So once again, real quick, for anybody that's new to wreath building, a lot of times when I'm stamping, you will see me using my Misti mouse pad. And I love the mouse pad because it's washable, and you can stamp outside of it, and get stuff on there and wipe it clean. But when I'm using the Wreath Builder, I do flip my mouse pad over so I can use the black side. And I do that because I definitely want to make sure that I can see where my cardstock goes. And the template kind of blends into the mouse pad. So up against the black mouse pad side, it's very clear and easy to see. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your Wreath Builder template into the Misti or to whatever stamp platform you have. I know we have people from all over the world, and there are different platforms out there in other parts of the world. And I always like to tape mine down with a little bit of washi tape just to make sure. Oh, yes, I have. Okay, let me tell you about my nails. These are not fancy nails. I did not go to the salon. I just bought some press-on nails and put them on because I wanted to be sexy tonight. So thank you for noticing. I didn't get them done. I actually did them myself. But I was a nail tech, so I think I made them look pretty good. That was my prior life. I owned nail salons, so I did shape them kind of nice, right? Okay. So you're going to tape that down, because the worst thing that can happen is the template shifts, even though, you've got everything lined up inside the template. But if this moves, then the wreath is going to be off. So we've got that in place. Now, let me put this aside for a minute. And just so you guys know, the template that I'm using is the 3 3/4 inch template in our original Wreath Builder templates. Okay. So now I want to show you, a lot of people ask about this. These are the Master Layouts 3 die set. There's lots of dies in this set. You can see they take up many, many magnetic boards. Somebody also asked why we don't put our Master Layouts on a magnet. It's because they don't fit on a magnet. They fit on 3 or 4 magnets. So I just buy a pack of the magnetic boards from Stampin' Storage for all my dies that I don't have magnetic boards for, and I spread them out this way. So this is the Master Layouts 3 die set. It's huge. And I'm going to use the 3 3/4 inch die and the layering piece that goes behind it for this card. Now I'm also going to use this tiny little circle, stitched circle, and tiny little plain circle that comes in our Master Layout 7. These are our new dies. So I am going to use these for the center, because we're going to make real big fluffy wreaths tonight. Okay. So let me get my, this thing, what's it called? This is a die cutting machine. Oh my gosh. Guys, bear with me. This has been quite a week, and it's only Monday. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my plates out of here, and I'm going to cut a panel for my Wreath Builder. And of course, you can cut this down yourself. All this is a 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch square. You can cut this down yourself. But if you know what? I'm going to cut 2. I'm going to cut something else. Let me grab the master layouts. I'm going to grab master layouts 2 as well, because I am going to show you how. Oh, I don't need to do that. I'll show you a different way. All right, so let's cut this out first. See, thinking on the fly. And apparently I'm not very good at it. Tom, all your fans are waiting for your music. You've got lots of fans out there. So I like using this die to cut out my wreath panels. It's a 3 3/4 inch square, but I like it because I love that little stitched edge, and I just think it makes it look so pretty. But if you don't have these dies, don't worry. You don't have to use that. You can just go ahead and cut it out with paper on a paper cutter. No big deal. Cut it out with a paper cutter. But I'm going to cut a black panel as well, because this is the plain square from Master Layouts 3. And remember that both sizes, well, actually there's 3 sizes in that set. There is, I'll just show you real quick in case you didn't see that. There is the one that we just used, the 3 3/4 inch. There's the 4 inch, and there's also one for the mini wreath builder template. So that's kind of fun that they're all part of that. Now we don't have any yet for the new big wreath builder, but who knows? That might be coming soon. You never know. Okay, so what I like about these is, of course, it's very easy to line everything up perfectly, right? Very, very easy. And it fits perfectly inside that template. Tom, are you wearing a hat? Somebody said, I love that hat, Tom. I must have missed when you came in. I want to see. I want to see your hat, Tom. Oh, that's awesome.
You want to see my chaps?
No, I don't want to see your chaps. You're wearing chaps? Oh, my gosh. Oh, this night, huh? Okay. I see how it's going. All right. So you can see that this fits right in here. You know, I've been working right now, and I'm like, why can't I see anything? It's because my glasses are sitting here on the table. So I'm gonna put them on. Okay. So obviously you can use any of our Wreath Builder stamp sets, but tonight, since I promised to use the kit some more, I'm going to use this stamp set. And this is the stamp set from the kit called Stained Glass Flowers. This was designed by my daughter, Alicia, and I absolutely love this set. It's one of my favorites, and it's got some bigger open designs here that are perfect for coloring. So I am going to show you that as well, but I'm not going to color. I actually pre-colored. I know, crazy, right? Okay, so I'm going to start by making a template. So you know what? I am not going to do this on this piece. I'm going to quick cut just a plain piece on my little paper cutter here. I'm going to cut a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch. Tom, if it gets boring, you might want to show those chaps. I don't know. 3 3/4 by 3. You know what? I think this is a great time to show you how to do this on a bigger panel. So this is a 3 3/4 inch by 5 inch. 3 3/4 inch by 5 inch. This matches the Master Layouts 2 rectangle. It's the same exact one as the Master Layouts 2. And this is going to give me an opportunity to show you how to stamp an A2 size card as well. And then I'm going to show you how to use it as a template to make a square card in only 4 turns. Okay. So we're going to start by placing this into the top 2 panels here, the top 2 corners of the Wreath Builder. We're not worried that this is hanging out here on the bottom at all. And then the first design that I'm going to use is, I think I'll use this one right here. So I'm going to place that right here in this corner, and this is going to go very close to the edge like that. Okay. All right. And I'm kind of lining it up with the point here, so it's kind of in the center of that little triangle. That doesn't matter all that much, but it matters maybe a little. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, and just so you know, nails are sticky, and so when I touch the stamps, they stick to the nails. That's joyful. All right, so I'm going to stamp this in black, and we're going to make a full wreath showing you how to do it in this A2 size card. So if you're asking what size am I using and what set am I using, the set I'm using is from the kit. It's the stained glass flowers from the Eclectic Fun kit, our new kit. And the size of the piece of cardstock I'm using is 3 3/4 of an inch by 5. Okay, so I'm stamping that, right? And basically I'm making a card, but I'm also making a template. So I'm going to turn it to the next position, not worrying that it's hanging out the side of my Misti. And I'm going to stamp it again. Okay. Actually, I don't think I want to do that. Let me do that over again because I want to do this in 4 turns, although that would be really pretty. Let's do this in 4 turns. All right, we're going to stamp it 1 time. It's important that you do it this way if you want to stamp it in 4 turns. So we're only going to use the squares. We're going to pick it up, skip that, and turn to the square side. Okay? All right, and we're going to stamp it again. Right there. And then we're going to skip that and go to the next square. Hopefully this makes sense. You know, a lot of these ideas I have off like the top of my head, and I like think about doing them like 20 minutes before we go live. So sometimes I'll make something up quick, but you know, I colored one really fast beforehand. So we're going to skip that and go here. And then 20 minutes later, I already forgot and started wrong, but that's all right. You guys are getting it, right? Okay. So now we have our 4 first images. Then, okay, let me get my tidy towel out. The tidy towel is the best thing in the world for the wreath builder. It allows you to clean your stamps so easily. All right, I'm going to take that stamp off, but I'm going to use it again. Now, my next image is going to be this image right here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to place that right in here like this. Okay, right there. So I'm kind of curving it back around that way. And I'm going to pick that up. And then I'm going to stamp it 4 times. I know these leaves are so fun to color. Oh my word, are they fun. So I'm going to stamp that. And then I'm skipping and going to the next square. So we're only stamping on those square sides. I know I keep saying it, but even me who just kind of created this technique, I'm still forgetting. So I'm going to just clean that so there's not all that on the door. Okay. Now I'm going to skip that and go to the next square side. I can't wait to show you the 4 turns and the full color. Okay, skip and then over here. Now what's really fun about this is where you get creative. This is where you take your time and you decide what you want your wreath to look like. This is where you have fun, you try different placements, and you figure out exactly what you want to do. Then you use this to mass produce and to go fast. But it opens up an entire world of ideas. You're not limited to just one stamp that's a wreath. You can do all different kinds of styles. Okay, so now I'm going to use this one up here in this top corner. And I'm going to pop that one right in this little empty spot like this. Sorry if my hair is in the way. I wore my hair curly because I was watching the comments on the last video and a whole bunch of people were saying, I miss your curly hair. So I thought, okay, I'll have curly hair tonight. And it's easier for me to do curly hair. So thanks for suggesting it. You made my morning quicker and easier. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp this just on the square sides as well. Okay, skip and turn. I don't know where that's going. I gotta see. I'll put it there. I know it's not going there. Okay. And square. Tom, you need to play some music. I need to relax. Let's just get that down there. Okay, and then the last square side here. We're going to do just a couple of other little images. And I think I'm going to grab those images, although we could use images from this set. We could use the little flower. But I think I'm going to take a couple little images from the Mandala Maker. Because what's really fun about the Mandala Maker is, although Rena designed the Mandala Maker for the purpose of mandalas, she did include some leaves and flowers that really fit into your floral wreaths, especially this little guy too. So I'm going to use this flower, and I'm going to put this flower right up here. And then I'm going to put a little open circle next to it, just so that there's something more to color and to just have another little detail in there, because it makes it more fun when there's a detail that we can add to our 4-color wreath. So I'm just going to put that right in there, and I'm going to stamp them together. And that'll round it out just a little bit too. Okay. Oh, Tom, we're frozen. Hold on, guys. Just hold on. So we've got a little camera issue. So just hang in there for a second. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're back. So sorry, guys. I did post both on Facebook and on YouTube that if that happens, just hang in there with us. We will come back. It's a little issue we're having with our camera, and we're going to have to probably get a new camera very soon. So sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. It's our overhead camera. Okay, so like I said, I'm filling in this little area right here. If that happens again, just don't go away. I promise we'll be back. And I'm going to stamp that there. And this kind of rounds out the wreath a little bit. You can see I'm still only stamping on those square sides. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so nice to hear the relaxing music. Okay, hopefully we're unfrozen. I see people saying, please unfreeze. So I don't know if you guys have to go back out or come back in, maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping that's not the case. All right, and this last one. Okay, so now I have this really fun wreath that's at the top of an A2 card. And you can see how fun this would be. You could fill it in more and make it more fluffy. And then you could add a greeting down at the bottom. You could add one of the scripty sayings kind of greetings down here. Thinking of you. So happy for you. You could do a little bit of a embellishment there going across, or you could emboss it with the score buddy, add a couple lines in there, and that turns it into an A2 card, which is really fun because wreaths are so popular. But what we're going to do tonight is the whole point of tonight is to show you how to stamp in 4 colors, all with only 4 turns. Now, here's the thing. If we were going to make a regular wreath and we were going to go around with this leaf, even if we were going to go around 4 times with the same color, this leaf would be the same color in all the spots, right? But what we want to do is we want this leaf and this leaf and this leaf and this leaf, all the same image, to be in 4 different colors. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those 5 stamps, okay, that we've already used, and we are going to place them back on top of images. So I'm going to place one here. Now, I don't want all my turquoise or all my green or all my whatever to be in one quadrant. I want to spread it out throughout the wreath. So I'm going to place one image here, and then I'm going to place one image over here. Then I'm going to place one image down here. See what I'm doing? Then I'm going to place a flower up here. So I really have it spread out. And then this one, maybe I'll just put down over, oops, fix that. There we go. It's pretty close. And then we're going to put one down here. Okay? So now we've got those images spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? It's in the template. I'm going to pick these images up using my Misti. Okay. Now, I'm going to save this for later. I can go ahead and color it and use it as an A2 card, or I could file this away as cool wreaths and that I want to make again. I can have a little box of these, and anytime I want to make this again, I can pop this on here and do this same technique. Now, if you want to do it all in black, you can go ahead and just stamp it with one big black ink pad. That's totally fine, because maybe you like to color and you just want it to go fast. 4 turns, bang, 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 and you're ready to go. But what I want to do is I want to stamp this in 4 colors. So I picked 4 autumn colors here. I picked Faded Brick, Honey Mustard, Fresh Asparagus, and Warm Cocoa. Now we can use small ink cubes like that, or because they're so spread out, we can use big ink pads like this, and we could just ink it all up really quick like it was one big stamp. So it doesn't matter. Since I have my ink cubes out, I'll use them. And I'm going to start by just inking them all up real quick, just like this was a big stamp. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it. Now this is going to look kind of funny. It's not going to look like much, I'll tell you that. I know I took my magnet out, okay? Now I'm going to turn it to the next square side. That's the trick. You can't forget that you're only doing squares. So for those of you that are experienced wreath builders, you might be tempted to go to that diamond position. Just skip it. Just skip it. Now we're going to use honey mustard, and I'm going to stamp it again. Okay, and we're going to check. Yep, we're not overlapping there, so we're going to stamp it again. Okay, now we're going to turn it to the next square position. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clean this all up with my tidy towel. And if you're cleaning it and a stamp shoots off, don't worry about it. You know how to reposition it. You've done it before. All right, now I'm going to use the fresh asparagus. And then the last one is going to be warm cocoa. I thought they would be pretty autumn colors. Not that I'm trying to rush the seasons here, but it is kind of fun to play with autumn colors. I feel like I haven't for a while. Okay. And now I'm going to turn it to the very last square side. And we're going to use some warm cocoa. Okay, here's the last color. Sometimes I like to not talk so you guys can hear Tom. And here's the last one. Here we go. Look at that. there we have a completed wreath in 4 colors, and the colors are all mixed up. 4 turns in a beautiful wreath, all mixed up colors and ready for a greeting. So, I mean, of course, if you wanted to get a little fancier, you could go in and shade those a little bit. Or if you wanted to, you could do the same exact technique with a stamp set like our Autumn Wreath Builder that has more solid images. Or our regular original Wreath Builder or the Holiday Wreath Builder. You could make Christmas wreaths this way. So isn't that super fun and easy? All right, so let's turn this into a card. And then I'm going to show you a black and white one that I did, that I colored, just so that you can see how pretty the coloring can look on this. That is easy. You know, it's remarkably easy. I know it might not seem like it when you're watching it, but once you get your hands on this thing, you're going to see how remarkably easy it is. So let's use the greeting from this set, Our Friendship is Magic. Let's do that. Okay, and we'll put that right in the middle. And then we'll stamp that in some charcoal brown, although you guys know that I love black accent. Oh, I do have a black thing though here, a black panel. All right, I'm going to use black just because, you know, I have the black panel and I want it to coordinate it. But if you wanted to go in the brown family, charcoal brown is a really good one. It's a very nice autumny color, and it's just as vibrant as black, I think. Okay, so Our Friendship is Magic. We'll ink that up. There we go. Our Friendship is Magic. And that's so much fun. Now, we could add a little bit of shading in there, and we don't have to add much. I'll tell you what's really fun and pretty to do in a case like this, and we'll see how it looks. I really like the BG10 Copic marker, these really light colors like this. And I like to go into a color like this green and just add a little bit of that in there. Find all the green parts and just color them with a little bit of BG10. And yeah, all of our dye inks are Copic friendly, which is kind of fun. Our amalgam ink is Copic friendly, watercolor friendly, and Gamsol friendly. Our dye inks are not watercolor friendly. So if you're looking for that one ink that does everything, the amalgam is the way to go. But you can see just adding that little bit of color in there really does kind of make a difference. We can do another one. Let's find a really super, super pale peachy color. This one is EO2. I don't know what color this is, but I don't know about that. That's almost too skin-like. I want to go lighter. Let's try RV. I just test a couple colors. It's a little pinky. I want to go somewhere in between. That's good. Okay. So this is R10. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color into the faded brick here. To jazz it up a little bit. But again, I'm only doing this because I used open images instead of using solid images. We have so many solid images that we could have used instead. Now I think we're going to go with, sorry, I have my back to you guys. I don't mean to be rude. Let's go with this really light E21. That's good. And we'll color in the honey mustard with this.
What is that stamp set again?
So this is from our kit. It's called Stained Glass Flowers, and it's the set that was designed by our daughter Alicia. And I'm flicking the tip of this Copic marker just to kind of add a little bit of color in there. I'm not coloring the whole thing in. I don't know if that's a real technique or not, but it's the technique that I'm using. Okay, and then I'm going to use one more color. We're going to go with something even a little bit tanner, maybe even lighter. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, we'll go with this. This is E53. We'll add a little bit of that in the brown spots. I feel like it just fills it in a little bit more. It makes it not feel as empty when you're using open images to add a little bit of color in them. But of course, it's totally up to you, and you may look at it, and depending on the colors you use too, if you use much more vibrant colors like passionate pink and wild wisteria, colors like that, you might not really need to add any color in there, but I kind of like the way it looks. All right, so what do you guys think? You like that little bit of, ooh, forgot the little thing. There we go. There we go. You guys like that? It's kind of fun, huh? Yep, the subtlety of the uncolored images is really beautiful. I did one in some pastel-y colors too. This is actually Craft, Peach Bellini, Sea Glass, and Christmas Pine. So that's kind of pretty too. It's an interesting color combination. I like that one too. So that was my tryout one. But I want to show you the one that I colored. I love the look of this all colored in. What do you think of that? I did that with colored pencils and Gamsol, and that's all black. So I like that one. So I definitely think we need to add a, and I didn't cut this one out with the die. You see how nice it is when you cut it out with the die? The little stitching is so pretty. It's a little plain, but then the actual wreath itself is so bright that I think it's okay. So we'll stamp that in there with some black onyx as well. And then we'll assemble these cards. Now I definitely want to add a few little gems to these as well. So let's, there's so much coloring on this one. But again, you can replicate this. My point is you can replicate this in 4 turns, which is what I love, that you can just make them so quickly. So, and you're not limited. It's not like this is the only wreath you can make in 4 turns. You could take these same images and change them all around, add some flowers in there, maybe do some flowers, add the clover for a St. Patrick's Day card. You know, you could do a lot of things. Our new incentive, these would be beautiful. These different images in here, you could do the same thing with these 5 images and then just do 4 turns and have it nice and vibrant. So there you go. There's the 2 wreaths. Okay. Yeah, I like the different looks too. I totally agree. Love it. Oh, thank you. I actually did my own nails. These, you know. So I'm going to color this one, but not now because that would take too long. But I'll color it to look like that. And then I might even fill in some more images on there to get it a little bit closer to the center and put a big greeting on that. Or I could keep it as my sample one, and then I can always make it again and again. All right, so let's first use this panel and adhere these 2 together. And this will be a nice little autumn wreath card. I should zoom in a bit. Yeah, I noticed all these influencers out there, all these card making influencers are doing their nails now, and they all look so good. And I was looking down at my sad nails, and I thought, no, there's just nothing I can do to make them look good except glue on some false ones. So that's what I did. And I'm not ashamed of it.
You can use blending brushes with the ink cubes.
Sure, that would be a great idea to use blending brushes with the ink cubes. Oh, you mean can you just in general? Yes, absolutely you can. I've done that a lot. Okay. So now what color card base should we use? We're back to this game again. What color card base? So What do you guys think of faded brick? We'll play off of that faded brick. I'm going to cut this, but do you like that? Forget this down here. I'm going to cut it off. Let's look at honey mustard too as an option. So this is faded brick. Now watch the honey mustard pop out when you do this. All the yellows pop out. All right, so I need to know which one you guys like out of those two. Got to look at the comments. Oh, honey mustard, honey mustard, honey mustard. Faded brick or brown? Pink! Pink. Patricia, you are a wild woman. Pink. I like that. Green, yeah. Faded brick, faded brick. Okay, so a lot of you like the faded brick. What do you think, Tom? Are you seeing more mustards? Because remember, you guys, you might not see everything. They're coming in from Facebook and Twitch, too, if you're on YouTube. And they're coming in, you know, from YouTube.
A lot of faded brick.
A lot of faded brick, huh? Okay, I don't like that honey mustard, huh?
Did you miss a flower?
Did I miss a flower? Oh, I did. Oh, my gosh. I missed a flower. Let me color it. Thank you for noticing. I actually think I am seeing a little bit more of the honey mustard. I'm going to go with honey mustard. I know it's really a dead heat. I think I just feel like I need a little extra sunshine in my life right now. So I'm going to go with honey mustard because it feels a little sunnier. I know you'll forgive me. So this is just an A2 card that I had, and I'm just going to cut it down to 4 1/4 inches because it's a 4 1/4 inch across by 4 1/4 inches that way. And I can use these strips for something else. Like let's say I made another card and I wanted to put a decorative strip across the center and then pop a circle greeting. So I don't throw these away. I keep them for other things. Okay. So, well, hopefully if you guys said faded brick, and I didn't do your faded brick, hopefully you'll pick the next color and it will be what you want. Because I think I know what I want to do on the next one. I think you guys will agree, but we'll see. So we'll add a few rhinestones to this. Let's see what the yellow, not rhinestones, but let's just see. I think the yellow might be really pretty on there. Is that too yellow? That sequin might be a little too yellow. Maybe we'll go just with a real simple sequin. I spilled these out into here by accident in the wrong spot, so we'll use some of these. Okay. These are the disco ball sequins, and we'll just pop a few in here. Wow, my Connect glue. Okay. What's going on? Let me just squeeze this off to the side here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put one here, one here, one here, and one here. And then I'm going to put one here, one here, one here, and one here. Okay. So I put my glue down first because it actually works a lot better. The sequins release more easily when you put the glue dots down first and then you just let them set for a second. So I'm going to use tiny sequins here. But I think this will just give it a nice little bit of sparkle.
Phyllis would like to know how long you've had your paper trimmer.
How long I've had my paper trimmer? Ooh, I've had it. This one that I'm using now, oh, I've had it for a long time. I think I moved it twice already to 2 different studios. So a long time. And I love this paper trimmer. Oops. That got stuck on my nail or my finger, the glue. So maybe I didn't have enough glue down there. We'll just add a little bit more. Yeah, I've had this one, I think probably a couple of years because we moved from our Greendale location to home and then from home to here. And I've had this one since then, I believe, since Greendale. So maybe 4 or 5 years. I also have a Tim Holtz one that I really like. And I have a big tonic one for cutting the big pieces. Okay, so there, get the sequins off of me. I've added, oh, Tom, we froze. Shoot. Maybe we can get Rena. Oh, we have Rena's camera.
You're back.
Okay, I'm back. We have Rena's camera. We have Rena's camera on Tom. And we're going to have to get a new one. Okay, so sorry about that. I'm glad you stayed. So there are the sequins on that one. And I think that adds a nice little bit of sparkle. And I will post a nice high quality photo of these cards in our Facebook group and also here on our YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, it'd be really wonderful if you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up for this video. Now, that's only if you like it. If you hate it, you can give us a thumbs down. We'll accept it, not happily, but we'll accept it. But I'd love it if you'd also subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell too, so you never miss another video. Okay, now I'm cutting this to 3 7/8 inch square, and that's going to fit right my panel here. So this one I hand trimmed, so you can see it's not perfect. See how it's a little longer at the top and the bottom? I'll take a shot here. Take another hair off. That's why I love the master layouts. Probably should have used it, but I was practicing and then I fell in love with the card. Okay. It's okay. You can laugh. I mean, you know, there are people that give thumbs down. The funniest ones are the people that like give a thumbs down before the video starts. That is telling, isn't it? That's all I'll say. It's a little telling. So you can see my GAMS all kind of seeped through there, but that's okay. And I'm going to place this. Okay. Looks pretty good. I got a little glue right there. So if that ever happens, you can use your mono sand eraser, not glue, a little tape, and it'll come right off. Okay. So there's that. Now for card base colors, I kind of have a little secret desire here of what I'd like to see, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, so I would really like to see this purple. I think that's really pretty. So let me zoom in a little bit on that. I think it's wild lilac, and I feel like it just pulls that little bit of purple out, but you might not like that as much as sea glass, so I will show you sea glass because there is turquoise in there as well. So here, this would be sea glass. Okay, so sea glass and the wild lilac. So now I got to watch the comments. Purple, purple. Okay, Patricia wanted to see sea glass, so I showed you that, sea glass. I don't think green because it's mostly green. So we want to definitely differentiate the card base from the rest. I'm thinking wild lilac is winning big time. Okay. All right, we'll go with wild lilac. Sorry, sea glass. It's not like I don't use you in every card that I make, so you'll live. All right, so I'm going to score this. This is just a half sheet of cardstock that I had in my scrap box. I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. I'm going to fold it in half. And then we will cut that at 4 1/4 with my little paper cutter here. Okay, 4 1/4, and there we go. I'll keep that for something else. And we will attach that to the card. I'm going to add sequins on this one too because I can't not add them. And those disco ball sequins are really interesting because they pick up any color that's in your card, which I think is really neat. Like in this one, you probably can't really see that very well, but they're picking up a lot of the gold from that card. And in this card, they're going to end up picking up a lot of the purple, which I think is really neat. You can just see, oh, did it freeze again? Really, really, really? All right, we're back. See, we're freezing shorter now. That's good. So you can see when I hold this up, I mean, it just, there's so many colors in there. So, all right, so we'll put just a couple on here. We'll put one up here. Maybe I'll just do a few. One there, one there, one there, and one there. Maybe I'll put some in a different spot, like here. Where's that? Here. It's hard to figure out where they are. Here and here. Okay. Yep, I couldn't stay away. I have to do 8. 2 for each turn of this wreath. So I hope that you guys learned something with this video. I hope that like makes you think, okay, wreath building really isn't that cumbersome when I can do stuff like that. And then when you don't have a lot of mojo and you're just, you know, in the mood to stamp, that's when you can create templates for future quick wreaths. You can just go around and build different wreaths, put them away and make them your templates. All right, and so tonight we have 2 little square wreath cards to give away. That has a little goober in it. Okay. We have 2 wreath cards to give away to 2 lucky winners. So the way it works, if you're new to our lives, what we do is we pick from all the comments, viewers, commenters. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like that. I hope that shows up for you. All right, let me get these out of the way. Do the little, it's like going to dinner when they get all the crumbs away. There we go. I'll put these in the scenes so you can see both of them, the one that's all colored in and the one that was stamped in the 4 colors. So I hope you learned something and I hope you like this idea. And you don't feel too nervous. So like I was saying, the way it works is anybody that makes comments throughout the live, we just kind of spin the wheel, spin the comments. We have all your comments in one big thread on our system, our computer system. And Tom randomly, it's totally random, selects winners to win the cards. So let's get you and I in the little boxes, Tom. That's always so fun. Hey, there's me and my curly hair, and there's Tom and his cowboy hat and chaps.
Chaps. Spurs.
You got spurs too?
I'm working on it.
All right. So we have some winners, right? So
yes, we do have some winners.
All right. So we're going to give away the autumn card first. This is the 4-color card, the autumn colored card, honey mustard. Who gets this one?
The autumn card goes to Cheri Miller.
Yay! Congratulations! All right, Cheri. Well, this will be going in the mail to you. Okay. And then we have a winner of the colored pencil and Gamsol wreath. That's this one right here.
All right. Colored pencil and Gamsol wreath goes to Lydia McMillan.
Yay, Lydia! Congratulations, Lydia! Woohoo! Cheri and Lydia. Well, that's great. So Cheri and Lydia, all you guys have to do is send an email to info@ginakdesigns.com and tell them whether you won the honey mustard wreath or the colored pencil wreath. And they'll get that information to me. I will sign the cards and I will get them right out to you. All right, so are we frozen? No, we're not. There I am. All right, everybody. Well, this was so much fun. I hope you guys had fun tonight. I hope you also caught how to make this A2 kind of wreath, how easy that was as well. I've got lots more wreath ideas, and I also have more ideas for using the little woodland friends. I have a masking card coming up soon, so I can't wait to show you that. But we'll be back on Wednesday with another fun kit project. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.